A very good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see a subject, Bioscience, Lesson 1, Animal Kingdom. Last week we see with small introduction in this animal kingdom. Now we are going to see the remaining things in this lesson. Okay. Before entering into a topic, I shall ask some questions regarding this lesson. I hope you all have pet in your home, that is dog, cat, some of them having even parrot in their home as a pet. So, different varieties of animals surround us, either in home or in the outside. For example, we can see different varieties of birds, ants, lizards around us. These are all animals which are present on the earth. Okay, these animals, the entire animals which are present on the earth comes under one kingdom, that is the animal kingdom. So, the entire animals which are present on the earth comes under one kingdom, that is animal kingdom. This animal kingdom is divided into protozoa and metazoa. So, the animal kingdom is divided into protozoa and metazoa. Let us see what is protozoa. Protozoa is a unicellular organism. Uni means single-celled organism. All single-celled organisms are included in this division protozoa. Protozoa, a single-celled organism, comes under this protozoa. I will give you example. Amoeba and paramecium are very good example for this protozoa. Amoeba and paramecium. These two animals are single-celled animals, do all the vital activities like respiration, reproduction and intaking of food through a single cell without any systems. So, this is a very good example for the phylum Protozoa. Then coming to Metazoa or Animalia. That is, here we call it as unicellular. Here we call it as multicellular. What is meant by multi? Body made up of many cells. That is, animals whose body is made up of many cells included in this metazoa. I will give you example, that is vertebrates and invertebrates. I hope you are not clear about this example, that is vertebrates and invertebrates. I will give you a simple example. For example, ant, lizard, parrot, dog, cat. These are some of the examples. Even we are also an example for this multicellular organism. Okay. Now you are clear about this metazoa? Okay. Let us see how this metazoa is classified into 11 phyla. We are going to see how this metazoa is classified into 11 phyla. That is classification of Animalia. Animalia is nothing but it is metazoa. That is classification of metazoa. It is also called classification of metazoa also. What is mean by classification? Classification is nothing but a system of categorizing or grouping living things based on their similarities and differences. Okay? Based on their similarities and differences, we are classifying. Why we are classifying? There is a lot of variety of animals around us. It is very confusing to identify this. So, scientists, what they did means they classify. That is the dog and cats are classified in this. Then cows and buffaloes are classified in this. Like that. So, we have a clear idea about animals. They are classifying the animals into different phyla. Okay. So, that is the purpose of classification. Without confusion, we are going to know how the animals, what are the different types of animals around us. So, for that particular purpose, the scientists classify these animals. Okay. Okay. Now, what is meant by classification? It is grouping, that is arranging animals in a particular group, that is called as classification. Okay, clear? That is arranging animals in a particular group. For example, when we are entering into a library, what will happen? If suppose you are going to take a cartoon or comic book. Either in all those books you search a cartoon or comic book, No, it's very difficult. Then what the librarian can do? They separate the books. They split up the books according to the category. So we are clear in taking the book, no? Like that, we are classifying the animals to clear the idea about how the animals, what are the variety of animals around us. For that particular purpose, they are classifying. Okay. Then this multicellular organism metazoa is classified into 11 phyla. Here phyla is a plural word. That is 11 phyla, no? So 11 phyla. Individually it is called as phylum. Let us see later. Sorry. Okay. Animalia having 11 phyla. How they classified? How the 11 phyla are classified? Let us see in the next. Based on the levels of organization, Animalia is divided into cellular level, tissue, organ or organ system level. Okay, based on the levels of organization. Then coming to the next one, based on the body symmetry. Based on the body symmetry, it is divided into radial and bilateral. It is divided into radial and bilateral. Then coming to based on the coelom or body cavity, it is divided into acoelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomate. That is, this Animalia based on levels of organization, body symmetry, coelom or body cavity is divided into 11 phylums. Okay. Then coming to that is classification of kingdom Animalia based on fundamental features. That is, based on some fundamental features, we can classify this Animalia into 11 phyla. That is, based on the levels of organization, body symmetry, coelom or body cavity, they classified the phylum into 11 phyla. Okay. Then first we are going to see levels of organization. That is, kingdom Animalia based on levels of organization is split up into cellular level, tissue, organ or organ system level. Okay. Then next, based on body symmetry, the kingdom Animalia is divided into radial and bilateral. Okay. Then based on the coelom or body cavity, again the kingdom Animalia is divided into acoelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomate. Acoelomate, that is absence of coelom, without coelom included in this acoelomate. And coming to pseudocoelomate, false coelom. Pseudo means false, so false coelom. Then third one, coelomate, it is a true coelom. Based on these things, this phylum is of 11 phylums. Okay, the kingdom Animalia is classified into 11 phyla. Okay, now we are going to see what are all the 11 phyla included in this kingdom Animalia. Phyla, we are going to see each and every phyla in detail. First phylum, Porifera. What is it? Porifera. Phylum Porifera. Phylum Coelenterata. Phylum Coelenterata. Then it is also called Cnidaria. Here the first letter C is somewhat silent, so we have to pronounce it as Cnidaria. And third phylum, Ctenophora. Similarly, here the first letter is also silent. It is called Ctenophora. Then fourth one is Platyhelminthes. It is Platyhelminthes. Then fifth one, Aschelminthes. Phylum Aschelminthes. Sixth phylum, Annelida. Annelida. Seventh phylum, Arthropoda. Eighth, Mollusca. Phylum Mollusca. Then phylum Echinodermata. Phylum Hemichordata. Then last phylum, Chordata. Okay, I repeat it again. This is somewhat difficult to pronounce, so I repeat again. You along with me, you repeat it in your home. Okay, first phylum Porifera. Second phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Phylum 3 Ctenophora. What is it? Ctenophora. And phylum 4, what is it? Yes, it is Platyhelminthes. Then phylum 5, what is it? It is Aschelminthes. Then phylum 6 Annelida. Phylum 7 Arthropoda. Then phylum 8 Mollusca. Then phylum Echinodermata. Phylum Hemichordata. Then last phylum Chordata. Students, one kind suggestion regarding this, that is, you have to pronounce all this in your home. More 1 or 2 times you repeat this phylum pronunciation, then the pronunciation will be very clear for you. Okay. Another information regarding this. What is this? You have to write all those phylums in this order only. Note, there is no change in this order. While writing these orders, you have to write in this order only. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, the phylum Animalia Kingdom Animalia or Metazoa is divided into 11 phyla. I hope we already see what are all the 11 phyla. Again repeat the 11 phyla. First one, phylum Porifera. Second, phylum Coelenterata. Third, phylum Ctenophora. Fourth, phylum Aschelminthes. Fifth, phylum Platyhelminthes. Sixth, phylum Annelida. Seventh, phylum Arthropoda. Eighth, Mollusca. Ninth, phylum Echinodermata. Then 10th phylum Hemichordata. 11th phylum Chordata. Now we are going to see how these 11 phyla are classified. On what basis we are classifying all these 11 phyla? Based on what they are classifying. Okay. First one, based on the levels of organization, then based on body symmetry, based on germ layers, then based on coelom. Based on these 4, the 11 phylum are classified. Based on these 4, all the 11 phyla are classified. Let us see each and every one in detail. First, levels of organization. First one is the levels of organization. What is meant by levels of organization? It's nothing but based on the arrangement of cell. Based on the arrangement of cell. I hope that you all know cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. All living organisms having a cell. Okay. Based on the arrangement of cell, we are dividing the phyla into 11. What are they? First one, cellular level. Cellular level. What is meant by cellular level? It is loosely arranged cells. Loosely arranged cells. Imagine this is a cell. Okay. This is one cell. This is another. This is another. This is another. These are all some of the cells. You notice there is a gap in between these two cells. That is a gap, no? That is between these cells there will be a gap. So this type of arrangement, this loosely arranged cells comes under the first phylum Porifera. Animals whose cells are loosely arranged. That is, the cells are not tightly packed, the cells are loosely arranged. So the animals having cells which are loosely arranged comes under the phylum 1, that is Porifera. Okay, you are clear? Then what is meant by Porifera? Porifera, the animals which are having loosely arranged cells comes under the phylum Porifera. Porifera is nothing but pore bearing animals. We see it in a future class. Okay. Next one, tissue level. Tissue level, that is group of same type of cell forming a tissue. That is called as tissue level. Here tissue means a group of cells. And above I see cellular level. Cellular level, that is cells, each and every individual cell. Here group of cells forming a tissue, that is a tissue level. A group of cells forming a tissue, that is a tissue level. Here the second phylum Coelenterata and Ctenophora, the animal having a tissue in their body, included in the phylum coelentrates and ctenophore. That is coelentrata and ctenophora. Pause.